German champion qualifier for this competition. But then he had a great win against Will Maybanks of Hungary, put him out of the competition altogether. And so now Vlad against Matt Ware of England, Paul in Dorset. In this last game of the group session this afternoon, and then this evening we start the last 32.
Yeah, looking forward to this game. I think, Colin, here we're going to see lots and lots of fist pumping, roaring. Both of these players quite feisty on the table. Like to have a lot of eye-to-eye contact with their opponent. It's going to be an interesting game. I'm struggling to call a winner. I think it's going to be close.
Okay, well, I'm going to go for Matt Ware.
1-3.
What a great pose. And Matt won't give Vlad anything at all. You know, Matt's a great enthusiast, great competitor, loves his game, and he loves every point that he wins. Reminds me of Gavin Rumgay in that respect. But that won't bother Vlad. Vlad can give as good as he gets. And yeah, there's a little bit cheap there in Vlad's style, but he's pretty aggressive as well with it.
Yeah, Matt's having a good tournament. This is probably the best I've seen him play in this few years that he's been here. So he probably is favourite, but I just think that Vlad will give him a good go. It's close.
Yeah. Okay. So Matt Ware cherishing every single point that he gets. He's won 2 points there directly from the serve. That's not great in this form of the sport. Really shouldn't miss both of their serves. I've done it myself. Doesn't feel good. Drops you behind a little bit. And you can see now 3-6, Vlad having to fight his way back. Oh, I thought I was looking good, that forehand. Just dropped into the net. Forehand from Vlad. Backhand. And then that one down the line, I think was there. Didn't quite catch it right.
6-5.
Well, there you see, for a young lad that Vlad is, he's got off to a really poor start, and look at the way he's fought his way back into this. He's not let that get him down at all.
Very professional fighter. That's popped up.
6-0.
Vlad just kicks the ball away there. Give him a chance to breathe, think again, plan what his next serve is going to be. As Darius was saying, the advantage of the serve, not so much in the spin, but it gives you a chance to control how the beginning of the rally will occur.
Yeah, and serve was really important there. Vlad didn't use his well at all. Very bouncy and high. Matt was able to run round and really put Vlad under pressure from it. That one much better. Kept it tight, and that allowed him to take the initiative in the rally. Kept the serve nice and low that time.
So, well done, Vlad. Back at 7-all from, was it 5-2 or 6-2 down?
7-8.
Happy with that as well. Nice little top spin again, and then off the end.
8-all.
Just fell away from that one slightly, a little bit loose maybe with his body. It's a very interesting combination of relaxation and tension that you're putting through your body at different times, milliseconds almost.
8-9.
That one, Matt really controlling one side to the other. Bit of a nod.
9-0.
Well, much like the last game, point for point now, Collins. Just so close.
Yeah, Vlad pulled back an early deficit, and then since then it's been anybody's. 9-all in serving for Matt, 2 serves each. Best of 3 games up to 15 points. Dennis Neal there in the background. I think Dennis is 72 now.
Yeah, of course, Dennis played here in the first year it was held at Ali Pali and did really well.
10-all.
For the last 32. And this year he's coaching Chris Doran, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
And, I think he's up for his commission on some of the prize money if Chris does well. Why not? Oh, that's beautiful stroke play. Look at the stroke production, the transfer of weight from his right foot through to his left foot, Matt. There a couple of times in that rally. Pushed the ball long, Ball was still rising as it went past Vlad, even though Vlad was away from the table. And that's a very, very interesting serve there that Vlad does. That forehand serve from the forehand side, slides underneath it. I might call it a reverse tomahawk into these things.
So a big point now for Matt. He finally gets a little cushion again. He's gone 2 points ahead with his own serve to come.
He wants this one, doesn't he?
Oh, and then we see fist pump, eye-to-eye contact. Vlad won't let that bother him, though.
If Vlad was 13-10 up, he'd be doing the same.
Absolutely.
That's a big serve! Then 14.
That's a big serve, I think he said. 14-10, game points.
Matt loves to give a running commentary during his matches sometimes.
15,
that's it.
10.
First game to Matt Ware. Well played, Matt. So, you were saying he caught up and then it was even Stevens for a bit until 9-all and then 15 points to 10.
Yeah, it was actually 10-all, so Matt took the last 5 points. So, great finish from him.
Yeah. So, some highlights. Chinese player looked like he could be going out of the competition to a defender, and he does. Philemon takes that one, and Chu goes down. I don't know if that puts him out of the competition or just one loss. And Schwarzer beats Grunewald. Oh my word! Does that put Grunewald out?
I'm not sure, but Schwarzer's had a really good event.
He has.
So, and to beat Grunewald is a great win.
Yeah. Lenarski couldn't do it. Sorensen takes it. Ian Johnston of Scotland at the far end. Oh, what a great win that was. I think he's pleased. Ian Johnston, trained really hard by the one and only, coached by the one and only Tony West at Corby Smash Table Tennis Centre, amongst other places. And well done, Ian. That's great. How do you feel, Tony?
Oh, excuse me, having a little roar there. That just made my day. Well played, Ian.
Great. Was that 14-13 in the third, that last point?
I'm not actually sure. I just thought, please win this point that you've won. Then I know you've won. Or what's happened here? Not sure. Catch the edge.
Well, back to a bit of controversy here on the show table. Group A, the group with the reigning champion, #1 seed Yang Weihao. And these two, neither of these have played Yan, but they're scrapping it out to squeeze through to the last 32. And the way the draw works in the last 32 of the competition is that if you've won your group, you'll play someone who hasn't won their group and vice versa. So it is an advantage to make sure you get through your group cleanly and in first position if you can, because in theory you'd play a weaker opponent in the last 32.
5-love.
Once again, Matt did this at the beginning of the last game. Absolutely flawless early on. It's great to get a lead like this, and Matt's played fantastic in those first 5 points.
Well, a big start and no mercy from Matt Ware, going for the double point ball. Could go 7-love up with this one.
Net
nice
serve.
low serve. Clip the net, take it again. That's good stroke reduction from Matt. Dad Jeff will be proud of him. Proud of all the work that he's put in. He's preparing himself more for this competition, I think, than before. And those years and years of table tennis practice now being added to into this sandpaper game. And that's a beauty as well. At the very, very last minute, turned his shoulders, ball went wide to the forehand. Well played, Matt. Lad, you got to do something now, lad.
It's just been phenomenal from Ware. No errors at all, but every shot has been real top quality as well. It's not as if and then it goes and serves in the net. But fantastic stuff from Ware.
Yeah. Even at this stage, so important. Don't let the other person back in the match. Confidence is a very, very interesting thing. Momentum too. And there, Matt back on top. That was a difficult forehand to play down the line. Great shot.
Oh, it was. I was so impressed with him this year. Really brave shot, but the way he executed it.
When you say you were impressed with him, you mean in the English closed qualifier?
Yeah, he did well coming through that, virtually unscathed. But I think his level this year has gone up from what I've seen him before. Very good.
11-1.
Yeah. And he's looking very, very focused. In the zone, it would look. Oh, that's a gorgeous shot down the line. Played with side spin as he played the backhand there. You see, he cuts across the ball slightly to take the ball just a little bit wider. That's a great stroke. World-class shot. Difficult to play.
Such
Does it again?
confidence.
Oh, that is it. That's the same one. 12-1. Went for the same one again, didn't work. So, what can Vlad do to give us something to remember him by? Well, he's done plenty already. He's struggling in this one. 13-2.
Hard on Vlad. Matt is playing, just cannot miss. Just happens sometimes.
Look at that stroke production. Great.
2-14.
It does remind me of Gavin Rumgay, you know.
14-3.
Okay, so we have match point to Matt Ware.
14-4.
Vlad looks like he's going to be having to go home. I'm sure he'll stay and enjoy the championships. Stay in the hotel.
5-14.
Lots more to see and play and people to talk to and practice to get tomorrow. But it does look like this man here in the red, Matt Ware of Paul in Dorset. And he's done it again, the forehand down the line.
Matt Ware.
Fantastic, fantastic
to
consistency. And that power and consistency, Tony had the combination there, didn't he?
Yeah, he don't